We have a loaded show coming your way, and honestly, I don't know why you'd go anywhere else for your 49ers content. Jimmy Garoppolo, is he going to get traded to the Saints? According to Jeremy Fowler, New Orleans showing interest in him. The 49ers are also the betting favorites to land Saquon Barkley in a trade. JuJu Smith-Schuster tied to the Niners. And are Laken Tomlinson and D.J. Jones, two of the best free agents at their respective positions, going to be too pricey for the Niners to retain? All that's coming your way, but first, make sure you subscribe to the channel. NFL free agency coming your way starting on Monday, and this is your one-stop shop to stay in the know with all things Niners. Multiple videos per day. Every time the Niners make a signing, we have you covered. We'll even be going live, so hit that red sub button, and let's talk some Niners football right now. San Francisco. You're watching the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Chase Sr. Hope all of Niner faithful had a fantastic weekend, and really, our offseason coverage really getting ratcheted up with NFL free agency coming your way next week. That's why you have to subscribe to the channel. So coming your way on today's show, a 49ers rumors roundup, and we start with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reporting from the NFL Combine that the wildest rumor he heard was a Jimmy G trade to the Saints. Why is it that wild when the Saints are in the market for a quarterback? And in my opinion, Jimmy G is better than Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. Fowler on Jimmy G said this: the wildest rumor I heard this week, Jimmy Garoppolo potentially pairing with New Orleans. This would be a surprise since many around the league expect Jameis Winston to return to the Saints. But if Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson are not moved, Garoppolo becomes one of the top options available. And I agree, this is something that I've said all along, all throughout this NFL offseason. Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the best available quarterbacks on the open market, especially when you combine that with the fact that the NFL draft class this year is pretty weak. Malik Willis, number one option, followed by Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral, and the free agent quarterbacks this class pretty weak. And some of the trade targets. The trade market could be severely impacted if Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Green Bay Packers and Russell Wilson goes back to the Seattle Seahawks. So I think Jimmy G, by far and away, is a better quarterback than Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. The Saints have one of the worst salary cap situations in the National Football League. They're ready to win right now. Yes, Sean Payton has moved on. Dennis Allen set to be the head coach there. But Jimmy G would help that roster right now compete in a wide-open division in the NFC South now that Tom Brady has retired. That division up for grabs with some of the teams there, like the Carolina Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the New Orleans Saints. The market is there for the Saints to win that division. I think they could do so and compete with Jimmy Garoppolo as the starting quarterback. There's also this on the Jimmy G front. A report out there that the Niners organization is, quote, beyond angry with Garoppolo and his agent Don Yee. Why is that? Right after the year, the Niners reportedly had recommended that Garoppolo get surgery on his shoulder. Don Yee said, yeah, we're going to get that shoulder operation done. Instead, they waited to get that surgery done. The Niners wanted it done right after the year so that Garoppolo could be ready for the new league year. It's now set to take place over the next couple of days, and Garoppolo cannot throw for the next 16 weeks, which really does impact his trade value, thus screwing the Niners, which is why, according to reports, they are frustrated. Jimmy G, Don Yee, kind of just throwing some shade toward the Niners, saying, hey, we had to deal with Trey Lance all year long and all of these trade rumors. We're going to get back at you because of that, and we're going to delay this surgery to inhibit what you can get back in a Garoppolo deal. Now, if you're the Saints, I want to ask you this question going back to that report we just discussed. And if you could pick a quarterback among these three, who are you going with? Type JG for Jimmy Garoppolo, TH for Taysom Hill, JW for Jameis Winston. Honestly, I know there are a lot of Garoppolo detractors out there. If you take Hill or Winston over Jimmy G, I question your football knowledge. But either way, it's an open discussion in the comment section, and get your votes into the comment section right now. Now, if a Jimmy G trade does happen, if any move happens this offseason, especially when free agency gets underway, we'll be the first to let you know. The Niner faithful here at Chat Sports growing like crazy, approaching 60,000 subs as the largest 49ers news and rumors channel on YouTube. So make sure you hit that red sub button to subscribe. Therefore, we will keep you up to date with all things Niners all year long. Next 49ers rumors to get to. Saquon Barkley, plus 350 to join the 49ers via a trade. Niners right now the leaders to land Saquon if a trade does happen. Now, new general manager Joe Schoen did say the other day, we're not really expected or going to explore trading away Saquon, but he can just say that really to help increase and impact the value for a former running back who used to be a stud, but now some questions do remain. How good is he? How injury prone is he? And is he way too expensive to pay right now going into the final year of his rookie contract given those injuries? Now, what type of player is Saquon right now? In 2018, he was terrific, and he made that draft selection look somewhat smart, even though I would never take a running back in the first round, let alone top 2, top 3. But in 2018, he was great. 261 carries, 1,300 plus yards, average yards per carry at 5, 15 total touchdowns, 91 grabs. Since then, 2019, 2020, and 2021, 28 games played, the numbers, they've gone down severely. 398 carries, 1,600 rushing yards, average yards per carry down, total touchdowns down over 3 years, and the receptions up a little bit. But the point here being, back in 2018, folks, Saquon Barkley was a stud. He could run in between the tackles. He could get out to the perimeter, around the edge, bend that edge, and really take it to the crib. He was a threat as a pass catcher coming out of the backfield. He was one of the best offensive players in the National Football League. Last couple of years, though, he's been injury-prone. The highlight of those injuries, the ACL back 2 years ago. And when it comes down to my team-building philosophy, I do not like paying running backs big money. Saquon going into the final year of his rookie contract, due $7.2 million. That's his cap hit. That's his base salary as well. Why not just move forward with Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sermon? The Niners met with James Cook, the Georgia product, at the NFL Combine. You could basically pay all of your running backs on the roster right now the combined salary of Saquon Barkley and use that money elsewhere. I think that's the smartest route to go. Yes, Saquon as a dual threat back in Kyle Shanahan's offense could really put up some incredible numbers, but Elijah Mitchell put up incredible numbers last year. I want to see that momentum continue. Where you at, Niner gang? Let me know right now. Would you make a move for Saquon Barkley? T for trade, P for pass. Once again, the comment section is your opportunity to join the show and be as much a part of it as me as the host. You listen to Sports Talk Radio. They have their call-in lines. We have the comment section. That's our version of the call-in line. So make sure you get those votes in and get that comment section popping. Now, the 49ers Report is on multiple video platforms, including our new one, Rumble. Really happy about the partnership. You can find the 49ers Report content right there if you go to rumble.com/49erstv. What is Rumble? Free and uncensored content. They don't like cancel culture. You can say whatever you want, whenever you want on Rumble, and they won't penalize you for it. There's also sports, news, politics, tech, and business content on Rumble. We're growing to the platforms that you as the viewers use, and Rumble is another one of it. So, hey, Rumble with us by going to rumble.com/49erstv and make sure you give us a follow. Therefore, when we push out videos on that site, we'll let you know and you will be notified. Next 49er rumor to get to, San Francisco showing a little bit of interest in JuJu Smith-Schuster, who this past year signed a one-year deal to return to Pittsburgh, but hasn't really put up big numbers the last couple of years because, what do you know, another veteran who's dealt with some injury issues and declining production. Now, JuJu Smith-Schuster, when he's been alongside some good wide receivers like Antonio Brown, has put up huge numbers throughout his NFL career since getting into the league out of USC. Last couple, though, hasn't been all that great. And in 2021, injury-plagued season in which he basically didn't play at all. But his potential is certainly there, and the age is still there for him to have some good years left. 2017, 58 grabs, 917 yards, 7 touchdowns. 2018, best year of his career by far. 111 catches, 1,400 plus yards, and 7 touchdowns. But as you can see, 2019 numbers went down. 2020, the numbers weren't like they were back in 2018, and in 2021, an injury-shortened season. As for the Niners' interest in JuJu Smith-Schuster, and whether or not I'd pay him or not, could he be a good slot wide receiver? Yes. But Jauan Jennings is also set to be a free agent, and he's dealt with injury issues himself, but you got him late in the draft, coming out of Tennessee, and over time, you've seen the development take place at your practice facility. I'd prioritize keeping somebody in-house as compared to going elsewhere. Now, if Jauan Jennings gets more money than JuJu Smith-Schuster somehow on the free agency market, and JuJu Smith-Schuster is willing to settle for another short-term deal worth little money because he can make so much money on TikTok, then yeah, I'd think about signing JuJu Smith-Schuster. But I'd rather prioritize Jauan Jennings, who last year, critical downs, money downs, third down, fourth down, was clutch for this team, basically won them the Rams game in Week 18, and I love the development and the improvements that I've seen take place over the last couple of years, and I want to see that continue because he knows this offense, and Fred Warner saying over the weekend on the Richard Sherman podcast, Jauan Jennings, one of the best football players on the Niners roster. Your level of interest in JuJu is what? Scale it for me from 1 to 100. 1, not interested at all. 100, very, very interested. You let me know, and also give me a follow on social media, Twitter and Instagram. The handle is the same, at Chase_Senior. Everybody who gives me a follow on either Twitter and IG, starting today on Monday, I'll give you a shout out on a show this week. Could be on our live show on Tuesday, if not on Wednesday, depending on how things shake out. What I know, give me a follow. I'll give you a shout out right here on the 49ers Report. I really appreciate all the support that I've received since taking over the channel after the NFL draft. A lot of the Niner gang does support me and follow me. Looking for some more because I tweet out all of the latest 49ers news and rumors. Last on the show today, on our 49ers Rumors Roundup, are D.J. Jones and Laken Tomlinson leaving because they're going to be too expensive and other teams are really, really seeking them in free agency. This also coming from Jeremy Fowler, especially on Laken Tomlinson. He's expected to be the top guard on the free agency market for a couple of reasons. He's been widely available his last several seasons, and this past year turned in the best year of his career playing alongside Trent Williams. Does that help him playing alongside Trent? Yes, but he's a very, very good left guard, and the Niners could really use him back in the Bay to support what we expect to be Trey Lance. According to Fowler, teams in on Laken Tomlinson. Offensive line a priority for all 32 teams in the National Football League. Cincinnati Bengals, Carolina Panthers, Minnesota Vikings, Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets, Seattle Seahawks, and the San Francisco 49ers. Laken Tomlinson, since coming to the Bay from Detroit, has played in all 80 regular season games, and he hasn't missed a playoff game either. And that availability, his ability in pass protection as well as in the run game, has allowed the Niners to have one of the best left lines of the scrimmage in the NFL. Tomlinson, Trent Williams, a really good left guard and left tackle combo. A big reason why that side of the line was one of the best in the league this year. My read as far as D.J. Jones goes, and I think Tomlinson could get around $15 million per year, by the way. So it's going to come down to the asking price, and if he wants to take a hometown discount. I'm not sure if the Niners will pay Laken Tomlinson $15 million per year. Aaron Banks, second-round pick last year out of Notre Dame, did play a lot of left guard. Could he take that role? Potentially something to keep an eye on. But as far as D.J. Jones goes, he had a great year this year. He was really good against the run. One of the best interior defensive linemen against the run in the NFL. He, because of his performance this past year, is going to get paid. Now, if you're the Niners, you spent a first-round pick on Javon Kinlaw 2 years ago because you didn't envision D.J. Jones becoming this level of a player. And I think there's going to be another team out there that pays D.J. a lot of money because offensive defensive line outside of quarterback, the two most important areas of need on any team. So D.J. Jones is going to get paid. The Niners want to get something out of Javon Kinlaw to see if he can play. And you have other players on the line who can rotate in to absorb the blow if Jones walks at that defensive tackle spot. My read right now is that the Niners let D.J. Jones walk because he's going to get paid. Javon Kinlaw comes off that torn ACL, and this is a make-or-break year for Javon Kinlaw. Still on that rookie salary. Yes, he is getting paid first-round pick money, but first-round pick money in addition to paying D.J. Jones, it's a lot of money tied up at the DT spot. So my read right now and my feeling is that Jones does go elsewhere. The Niners move forward with Kinlaw, and then they rotate Armstead, Charles Omenihu. Maybe that allows them to bring back Arden Key as well on that defensive front. But last year, the D-line for the Niners was very, very good, and they need it to be good once again, especially if they don't pay top dollar for cornerbacks out there. D.J. Jones, a big factor in that a year ago. If you had to pay one, tough decisions financially, who are you paying? LT for Laken Tomlinson, DJ for D.J. Jones. Chime in, sound off, pay one. Thanks for watching today's show. San Francisco. We're keeping it lit. We have you covered with all things Niners. Free agency next week. Gear up. We're showing up. We're showing out.